Hi everyone, my name is Anna and today I'll be presenting my research proposal. And my research article is about hollow personality leading to lack of deeper emotional bonds. So, proposed analysis and purpose. So, my research is a cross-sectional correlational research, which means I will not be looking into cause and effect relationship. Instead, I will just be looking at association between my key variables. And my research is focused on the relationship between alexithymia and the capability to form deeper emotional bonds and confiding behaviors. My hypothesis is participants with higher levels of alexithymia will have more difficulty forming deeper emotional bonds and will engage less frequently in confiding behaviors with close confidence, which means there is a negative correlation between alexithymia and the ability in forming deeper emotional bonds and frequencies in confiding behaviors. And the purpose of this study is to examine how alexithymia affects individuals' ability to form deeper emotional bonds and their tendency to confide in close confidence, with the goal of understanding the impact of alexithymia on emotional intimacy and social support. Literature review. So I'll be using 3 research articles in my literature review. The first research is conducted by Selva, Vasco, and Watson in 2018. And so how was alexithymia measured in this research article? Toronto Alexithymia Scale, TAS-20, which measures the 3 facets. The first facet is difficulty identifying feelings, and the second one is difficulty describing feelings, and the last one is externally oriented thinkings. Participants, there were 12 clients undergoing therapy in this research, including 8 therapists and 5 clients classified as alexithymic and 7 non-alexithymic. The research methods were both of the clients and therapists completed the TAS-20 and it measures the DIF, DDF, and EOT. After each therapy session, there was a semi-structured interviews and qualitative data were analyzed semantically. So the result of this research was there was no significant improvements in DIF and DDF after therapy, and there was no significant change in the EOT facet, indicating that externally oriented thinking remained stable despite therapeutic intervention. The second research article was conducted by Koppelberg, Herstein, and Soslett in 2023, and there were 200 healthy young adults involved, 100 women in this research. The research method was cross-sectional correlational study using self-report questionnaires, and again, TAS-20 was used to measure the 3 alexithymia facet, DIF, DDF, and EOT, and inventory of interpersonal problems, assess interpersonal difficulties, which focus on 2 skills, agency, assertiveness, dominance, and communion. Agency is referring to whether a person takes the initiative in any social relationship, such as friendships, and communion is usually referred to social closeness. And the result is researchers have found a positive correlation between difficulty identifying feelings and interpersonal stress. And participants with higher difficulty describing feelings scores show lower agency and communion scores, reflecting reduced social assertiveness and friendliness. This study provided evidence that alexithymia is linked with interpersonal problems and difficulty in forming deeper emotional bonds. The last research article was conducted by Luminant, Zach, Ream, and Wagner in 2000. There were 2 samples as participants in this research. For sample 1, there were 99 French-speaking Belgian undergrad psychology students involved, 85 women. And sample 2, there were 101 British undergrad students, 75 women. And the Burma-Voss alexithymia questionnaire was used to measure the level of alexithymia, and it was mainly focusing on difficulty describing feelings. And the researcher designed a social sharing questionnaire. Participants recalled their most intense, recent negative and positive emotional events and rated how often they talk about these events and how emotionally engaged they feel during sharing. And the result is consistent negative correlation between DDF scores and frequency of social sharing of negative events in both samples. Individuals high in DDF were less likely to confide or emotionally share with others. Study underscore that alexithymia is associated with avoidance of emotional sharing and confiding behaviors. Method and my research. So my research will have 100 UCLA undergrad students, all age 21, and the demography will be 50 females and 50 males, 20% each Caucasian, Asian, African American, Latino, and Native Americans, and it's all included domestic students receiving either grants or parental support under $30,000 a year. All participants will receive 10 extra credit points for a major related course. The measure that was used for alexithymia is, again, the test 20, which has 20 items measuring DIF, DDF, and EOT. And the response section will include 5-point Likert scale ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Only those scoring clinically significant will be included in this research. And another key variable is the social support questionnaire, which involves 27 items measuring emotional support and satisfaction. It has 2 sections. Section 1 will ask the participant to name individuals who provide specific support. And section 2 will ask the participant to rate satisfaction with those individuals. Criteria for deeper emotional bond. Mean satisfaction greater or equal to 5 and less than equal to 3 unit confidence. Confiding behavior will be measured by an audio recorder placed in participants' room for 1 month with fully informed consent. The recordings will capture conversation between each participant and one of their close confidants. Researchers will measure total time participant initiates confiding, which includes either sharing when they share their feelings about either recent or past events, or they discussing events with this confidant, or either they ask about confidence, emotions, or feelings. And the researchers, after 1 month, the researcher will calculate the percentage of confiding time over total conversation time. So if the percentage is greater and equal to 60%, which means the participant considered to have confided, and if the percentage is less than 60%, then it shows the participant has not confided. Discussion. So the major strengths of my research is I use an audio recording which captures the natural real-life confiding interactions, enhancing criterion validalities by combining the self-report questionnaire such as Test 20 and SSQ with objective behavior data for comprehensive assessment. And I have a relatively large sample size, a 100 college student, which increases statistical power and generalizability. And the limitation is also due to the audio recording and may raise privacy concerns and alter natural behaviors due to Hawthorne effects, and the cross-sectional correlational design prevents conclusion about causalities, and the reliance on self-report measures for alexithymia may introduce bias. Future direction. For future research, researcher could potentially develop objective assessment of alexithymia using physiological or neuroimaging method for to enhance validity and to explore how different alexithymia facets affect various relationship types, not just friendship, and having romantic relationship involved as well. Thank you.